Hi, everybody. It's Eamon here from the Pat Monk podcast. Today we have a very special guest. We have Kash coming from DataGalaxy. Welcome to the call and the podcast.
Thanks for having me here.
No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So, those of you that aren't aware, or maybe you haven't come across DataGalaxy before, Kash, tell us a little bit about. I know lots of exciting things are happening at the moment. You're just launching into North America. So, tell us a little bit more about all this exciting and this expansion.
Yeah, happy to. DataGalaxy is actually industry's first data knowledge catalog. What that means is we're delivering culture and literacy across various leading brands. So in Europe today, we have 110 plus clients like Sephora, Dior, Swiss Life, and many others across various industries, luxury brands, financial services, retail, and what have you. So one of the key things that we are delivering as a company is really helping different stakeholders at a given organization understand how the entire business runs on data. And this is a Herculean task because if you look at a lot of industries and companies, and especially as we come out of the pandemic, every 12 to 18 months, companies are experiencing volume of data doubling at least twice. And now if you look at ChatGPT, generative AI, more and more users have access to data. They're generating tons of human knowledge. So it becomes increasingly a big topic for companies to monetize this data asset. And that's where DataGalaxy comes in. So we help companies understand what their data assets mean, where they come from, what systems and applications. And if people have questions about how they could use this data, maybe in an ethical way, we help them with the appropriate context so they could go about creating reports, performing predictive analytics, delivering customer experience. So in a true sense, we're helping them lead with data and be more data-driven. So quite exciting journey to be with.
Definitely sounds like it. And what kind of industries do you find yourself working with most?
Yeah, we are across various industries. I think if you look at financial services, a lot of the banks, insurance companies, so we find ourselves in regulated markets. And especially now, if you look at privacy laws like the GDPR, which is more of the general data protection regulation in Europe, but there's also one in the US, CCPA, the California Consumer Protection Act. We're not limited to any industry. We're really industry agnostic, but we find ourselves in regulated markets, healthcare, retail, luxury. Even we have customers like Thales Group, which is more of the weapon warfare, manufacturer, what have you. So we have manufacturing customers as well. But really any organization that you could think of that's looking to monetize data to be able to perform their business activities or deliver goals around operational efficiency and analytics, even delivering data literacy, we find ourselves in those industries.
Okay, and with that, working across all these different industries, I mean, what channels do you use to acquire new clients, and how important is your website in that process?
Yeah, so we primarily market our services through industry events, like you've seen the various Gartner events, but we sponsor local, regional specific events, online advertisement, and also a big one is through word of mouth referrals from our successful clients. Because when clients find value and they are among their peers, so we usually find, hey, a chief data officer who's using our technology might say, hey, I've found great benefit, and they might be talking to other individuals. That's another great source for us to build our customer base.
Definitely. Well, like if you're doing and giving so much value, the best referral, the best is you can get is a happy customer bringing you another potentially happy customer. So, like changing kind of questions a little bit and like looking as you as a leader in marketing, what keeps you busy on a day-to-day basis?
So I lead the growth for DataGalaxy at a global level. What that means is spend a lot of time with our customers, data leaders, to really help them build these data-driven organizations. So in terms of the growth strategy, I'm focused on expanding our services into new markets, new industries, while continuing to innovate our existing customers. So we have customers who have realized great value. So I evangelize that, bringing best practices and these perspective to new customers. And sometimes customers might be just starting off, and we have customers that are far along in their journey. So I bridge that gap, but obviously helping various leaders in different industries from an analytics, compliance, literacy, even companies that are lifting and shifting data to the cloud, being part of that journey. And it's quite exciting. And I do this all day, every day.
Sounds like you're passionate about what you do, which is always amazing to see. So, I mean, with this, since we're coming closer to the end of the interview, I mean, let's jump into our rapid fire section. So only short and crisp answers are required. So are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. So what was the last book you read, Kash?
Last book I read, Emotional Intelligence 2.0.
Oh, wow. Okay. It sounds, I haven't read it, but I love the title.
I'm happy to talk more about it.
Definitely. Also, with everything happening, with where you are at the moment and you're expanding into US, but if you have to go back and imagine it's your first day again at DataGalaxy, what would you say to yourself? What advice or what would you do differently?
Yeah, I would say I think I'm more of the human person, so I will focus on building more relationships with clients, leaders. So I'm always looking to learn more from various industries. I'm quite passionate about the space, which is data governance, cataloging. I would say I would focus on learning, basically, continue to learn.
Well, always be learning. I mean, definitely that's a good practice, and no matter what industry you're in, always be hungry for knowledge. So, thanks a lot for being on the show today. I want to really give you the last word. I mean, if people forget about everything that we just covered, all the nuggets that you shared, Kash, and they just have to leave them with one thought or one idea or one whatever about DataGalaxy, what would that be?
Yeah, think about DataGalaxy as really a knowledge platform, because in today's world, we have figured out a way with our technology that we can scan and discover data. This problem has been solved. I think the biggest challenge is knowledge lives inside people's head. And think about DataGalaxy as that knowledge catalog where you could really bring actors from various part of the organization, help your stakeholders understand how the entire business runs on data. So we are the enabler of a true data culture and industry's first knowledge catalog.
Fantastic. So it sounds exciting, and I know the future, especially in data and everything like that, and AI and all of this, it's only going to get evolved even more in the coming years, faster than so many other industries. So I'm sure it's a very exciting space to be in. So thank you so much for being on the podcast today, and that is it. So hopefully everybody enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the next podcast with Pat Monk. All the best, and bye-bye.
Thanks.